Coming up on Look Today, well, the village of Lake George will have to seek extra funding for a wastewater treatment plant. I've got details. Plus, Take a Knee Saratoga event will examine racial injustice and send a message to the White House. More on that coming up. And Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the Southern Adirondacks has named its Volunteers of the Year. I've got those details. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, happy Halloween, and yes, this is my Halloween costume. I'm J. Hood Jackson, this is Look Today. Well, on tonight's program, I sit down with Lori LaFond. She's president of Friends of IBA, and she's here to talk about Washington County grasslands and some of the endangered birds that live there during the winter months. And I also sit down with Maria Trapka and Michelle Hall. Now they're here from Saratoga Plan, and they're here to discuss a very exciting fundraiser featuring, yes, the renowned Gibson brothers. Plus, we got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. And what a headline story. And the cost of the new wastewater treatment plant in Lake George has gone up by $3 million. Now, according to the engineering firm and Mayor Bob Blais, the cost of the new project is now projected to be $20 million. Now, the plant will not be built for at least another 3 years. Well, the village of Lake George is under a constant consent order by the DEC to replace its 85-year-old plant, which releases excessive amounts of nitrate and degrades water quality in Lake George. Now, if additional funding cannot be obtained, the old facility will have to undergo upgrades. Well, we spoke to Bob Blais about this.
That would probably be the worst scenario that I could imagine, because that would be another Band-Aid on a almost 100-year-old plant that deserves to be brand new. The Lake George, its importance to the region, its importance to the state, deserves the latest technology. And our goal is to discharge drinking water quality onto our sand beds, because we know eventually that discharge is going to reach the lake.
Oh, that's a tough one. All right, in other news, well, Take a Knee Saratoga is taking place this coming Sunday outside City Hall on Broadway. Now, the event will take place at 1 p.m. Now, the aim of the demonstration is to shed light on some of the issues regarding racial injustice. Now, after the professional football player Colin Kaepernick took a knee in protest against racial injustice, this act was seen by some as anti-American. Well, not by all. Linda Latendra, who's organizer of the event, wants to send Washington, D.C. a message, and we spoke to her about this.
What we're going to also do is send a photograph of all of us doing that to the White House so that we can say to the leaders, the people in charge, this is what solidarity looks like, this is what democracy looks like, this is what America looks like, and we are not going to stand by while African Americans are treated the way they are. We're just not going to go back to doing that.
Switching from news to weather, well, today saw lower temperatures. At least the sun came back out, hovering around 50 degrees. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with your first look weather update here on Look TV. Currently, as you look at the national map for tonight, stationary front boundary from New Mexico into parts of northern Mexico into parts of Texas, Louisiana, through portions of the southeast. Going to become a warm front later in the week. But here's this cold front boundary that just went through portions of New England with high pressure impacting portions of the Midwest. Warm front boundary is making its way towards South Dakota, Minnesota. We could see a few rain showers towards southeast Canada into parts of New England. Let's take a closer look at the northeast forecast. Temperatures dropping to the upper 20s and lower 30s regionally. Upper 20s and lower 30s as well towards the Capital District, Fort Edward 33 as well as Whitehall. So temperatures will be near freezing for a lot of spots, few spots below freezing. 31 in Glens Falls, Bolton, 24 in Johnsburg elevation. Partly cloudy skies. Then we'll see a few showers developing during the day on Wednesday. Highs back in near 50 degrees. If you are walking out the door, prepare for wind chills near 30. Otherwise, we'll see surface temps in the lower to mid 30s with increasing clouds. Extended forecast, we'll see those shower chances likely with warmer temps back in the lower 60s with highs above average for Thursday and Friday. But do pack on the rain gear with rain chances 50 to 60%. Partly sunny and dry on Saturday, 51 after a morning low of 33 degrees. Then back to the lower 50s with a 40% chance of rain and snow showers, winds out of the southwest. That's the look at the first look weather update. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponsler. Now I'll send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Clarence. Well, the weather's not looking too good. But back to the news. Well, Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the Southern Adirondacks has named its Volunteers of the Year and will honor them on November 16. Now, the ceremony is the 11th annual Big Night of Thanks at Highland Park Country Club in Queensbury. Well, we spoke to Bobby Leonardi, Fund Development Coordinator, about giving back to the volunteers.
Sure, it's such a big commitment for them to volunteer, and they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They do so much. They go above and beyond for the littles and the children that we have in our program. So it's just a really big deal for us to say thank you to them, to honor them, to let them know how much we appreciate them.
We also spoke to Bill Moon. He's Executive Director of Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Southern Adirondack, and we spoke to him about how you can get involved.
This is open to the public, which we're very excited about. So if you're interested in attending that, we can go to our website at mentoringinfo.org, and there's a tab right in there where you can get tickets for it. It's going to be at the Highland Country Club this year, which we're very excited for. So you can purchase tickets. They're $20 on our website, and it's going to be a great dinner, and you're going to meet a lot of really great people making a difference in the community.
It's a wonderful organization. I really encourage you to find out more about them. Up next, I sit down with Lori LaFond. She's president, Friends of the IBA, and she's here to talk about Washington County grasslands and some of the endangered birds that live there during the winter months. Plus, I also sit down with Maria Trapka and Michelle Hall. They're from Saratoga Plan, and they're here to discuss a very exciting fundraiser featuring the renowned Gibson brothers. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. A couple of quick lookouts. First, reminder that tomorrow, that interview I did today with Lori LaFond, that lectures tomorrow night at the Saratoga Library. And also we got word from SPAC that the Seychelles Ensemble concert last night, the SPAC Little Theater, was a huge success. So congratulations to them. And finally, I think it goes back to like 13 years or so. My wife and I noticed on our street in Glens Falls, all these little kids walking by in the afternoon in this wonderful parade from the Kensington School, all dressed in their finest Halloween costumes. Well, we've kind of made it a tradition to go over, get a little bit of footage of these kids in the parade. So we're going to take that out tonight. Please, it's Halloween. Be careful out there if you're driving. Watch out for the little ones, and have a safe Halloween. Here is the parade from the kids at the Kensington School.